Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. And looks like the trend held up, and we are getting a very big bounce today on some good news near the close, late close, volatile session. And we saw the VIX getting crushed as per usual. So VIX crush Fridays. So now we should probably continue to head down lower here. The yields pulled back as expected and continued to go down. The PCE came in better than expected. So again, the PCE went down. And then the DXY also took a bit of a dip as well, but it's still holding out for now. So still looking for this wave 3 to happen, but it should come at any moment. So overall, the market's held up. Big reversal day. Look at that wick on the NASDAQ. We saw all the tech the big cap tech taking a very big hit and then kind of reversing near the end of the day. So that was nice to see. And yeah, overall, nothing to complain about. When we take a look at the Russell 2000, it's been going up the last couple of days as well. So again, our trade plan is going according to plan. And again, this was another dip buy opportunity in the Dow Jones. Like I said, this was a deep wave 2 pullback. And for the members inside the Discord, you could have caught this amazing trade here. And now, if you long with the triple leverage ETF that we are using, the UDAO, you would be up over 4% now, I think. So 4.5%, something like that. So you'd be benefiting pretty nicely from this trade. And I think we still have an impulse higher to come here in a wave 3. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's take a look at the daily time frame on the SPY. And you can see the SPY was showing some pretty bearish signs. Same thing for the Dow Jones and the triple Qs. And the IWM as well. The IWM is actually shaping up a little bit more. You can see on the 4-hour time frame, you're starting to shift back with a green dot, and you have actually increasing green money flow. So I'm actually quite bullish on the IWM and the Dow Jones as well, printing a green dot. Still got green money flow. The SPY, you got green money flow, and then you're about to print a green dot. And the triple Qs, again, this one might need some more work due to the big drop we got recently. But nevertheless, it should also continue to push higher. So overall, everything's going well, and our short on oil is also going well. We just shorted oil here right around the $80 level. Now it is starting to pull back down. We are long the SCO, right? So we are long the SCO. We are up on that position as well. But again, I'm not always going to be right. Sometimes I'm going to be wrong, and I didn't think that we would get this deep of a pullback, but this is what's happening. And I provided you guys some dip buying opportunities, and I know the bears want the crash to happen right now, right here, right now, but I don't think this is the time yet, guys. I think we still need to go higher inside this wave 3, finish the impulse out, and then once this is done, and then and only then, I think, are we going to pull back and get a significant top in this market. We're getting close. We're pretty close to there. And usually markets top out near June, July. Like last year, markets kind of topped out near June and July, and then we kind of got a pretty big pullback that was down. Let me see how much of a pullback this was. It's over 10% in the market, right? So maybe we'll get a nice rally up, a melt up rally in June, maybe even early July, and then that's when we're going to top out. And that's why people say sell in May and walk away, because you sell in May, and in June, July, that's when the market tops out, and then you get these big pullbacks. Okay, so I think that wraps it up for me in terms of the indices. Excuse me, I'm burping a bit there. I was actually looking at the 4-hour time frame here for some dip buying opportunities. You can see smart money was buying. So they were selling here, but now they're buying back again, and people are panic selling. And that's why when I say the VIX is spiking and people are getting emotional, they are making wrong investment decisions. They are panicking out of their positions, selling out because I got to get out. I can't take it anymore, right? But yeah, nothing to complain about here. Let's take a look at some individual names. NVIDIA pulling back here. Oh, I'm not on the correct chart. Let me get on this one over here. So NVIDIA pulling back inside of this wave 4 here should make one more high to finish up this 5th wave. Hopefully it does not erase divergence, and then we'll finally get our first pullback. But if it continues to erase divergence, you're just going to keep extending higher here, and then really, you could literally go past this sell area that I have outlined for NVIDIA. So you could actually go much higher. So, but this is what I have in terms of a sell area for NVIDIA. And I think maybe once we get into this area, that's going to be where we start to top out and the market could potentially start to top out. So we're getting pretty close. Let me cover Roku here. Roku kind of getting a bid, but still pretty lackluster. Again, I'm tracking it like this, where it's a bearish count. But again, it could all. I'm hoping that it goes back up and gets back on its two legs here. But we might be hoping for too much because we're starting to make some lower lows, and I don't really like to see that in a stock. I want to see it making higher highs. And a stock that continues to make lower lows is most likely going to continue to make lower lows, but I could be wrong, right? And I have a long position on this, so I'm not really biased in terms of the bearish side. I'm more biased towards the bullish side. Alibaba. So taking a look at Baba's finishing up its pullback in a wave 2 here. I think it could end at any moment. Really, you got bullish divergence, so really I think Alibaba could have just finished here on Friday, and next week we're gonna get this rally back up in a wave 3. And that should take us much higher here. So 36% maybe. We'll see. I mean, these Chinese stocks you can get some big gains out of them. All right, let's cover a few more things here. I'll take a look at the crypto miners. So the crypto miners, again, like I said, this was the sell area for crypto miners, and now we're starting to see pullback from here. Bitcoin is really just chopping sideways, consolidating. I think it's waiting for its big move up sooner than later, hopefully. But if it doesn't make a decision soon, maybe we are gonna go roll over big time, and that might be it. Because I think we still have one impulse higher, but in terms of the crypto miners, they're not looking too good right now. I mean, wow, what are these? What is this name? Holy cow! What am I looking at here? GRDY. Wow, this thing is absolutely in the rut. Okay, let's cover a few more names. Let's take a look at AMD. I think someone asked me to do AMD. So let's cover AMD. So AMD kind of topped out here and is inside potentially in a double correction high lower. And if it does double correct, this is the target all the way down here, potentially, or it still could be in its ABC, but this move kind of looks corrective. So you could probably do a double correction and then expect it to go higher later on. So something like this, right? But for now, I think it looks like it finished. Now it's correcting up. If it starts to impulse out, then you're not double correcting and you're making another cycle higher. But I think we should look for this double correction. I think this double correction is more likely to happen. Let me take a look at Apple. So Apple right now chopping sideways as well with along with the market. I think it's still inside of this B wave. Should get its pullback in C for this wave 2. But if it doesn't, then this is it, and then you're just gonna keep pushing higher. All right, so that wraps it up for the individual names. If you guys want me to take a look at more, just put them in the description and I'll cover them for you. Oh, actually, forgot Tesla, because we do have a position in Tesla as well. So Tesla, more chop here. I think it's putting in a bottom. I think it's just testing people's patience before we actually get out of this buy zone here, and then we should continue to push higher from there. So I'm actually quite bullish on Tesla. We do have a long position on Tesla at the moment. All right, so yeah, that's it. Wow, Dell was down 17%. Holy smokes, what happened there? Let's take a look at CRM. I think CRM had a pretty big down day the other day. Now up 7%. Wow, the next day. So nice gap down and bounce back up today. But will it be sustained? That's the $1,000,000 question, right? I don't have any positions in this, and by the looks of it, this is pretty impulsive. I think it could start maybe bleeding down even more, really. But you did make new all-time highs, so I mean there is that. All right, so let's cover oil. So oil, really, I think you're getting ready to impulse down here. I don't think this is a good look for oil. I think you're going to make a 5-wave move down in the third wave, and this is the third wave, which is very bearish. So I think in the bigger picture, oil has to go lower and is most likely going to go lower. That's just my honest opinion. You don't have to make too much out of it. And I think this is going to be a bullish catalyst for the market, right? Oil going down, that's disinflationary. and that's going to help the inflation reports, and then yields going down and dollar going down. That's going to help the market a lot. And the things may look toppy here, but I really think that we still have higher to go, and the shorts are going to get blown up here because there's a lot of bearishness out there in the market right now. Anyways, that wraps it up for me. Don't have much to add. I will let you guys know when I enter more positions, but again, the premium members are going to get the calls out in advance and in real time. Have a good night, guys. Peace.